Figures Argothian Enchantress.
Okay. And on the right, we have Joey Manor. We saw him earlier today. He is playing the blue-white control deck, the blue-white Miracle control deck.
Yeah. Okay, so Joey Manor on your right, Jared Boettcher on your left.
And they're going to a Game 3.
Yeah, and you know what? It actually looks like Jared Boettcher's deck. It really reminds me of Ian Gossett's Enchantress deck. He did pretty well with it a while back in an open, just falling short of the top 8. But the 4 Enchantress presence, the 4 Argothian, the core, sphere of safety in the main deck, which is pretty interesting.
Okay, awesome. So I'm excited to see how this match plays out. They only have about 14 minutes left, so I wonder if they're going to be able to finish in time.
Yeah, I don't know. Enchantress is a deck that when it combos off, sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah, seriously. All right, ooh, so there's a rest in peace for Joey. All right, so the clock might be a little bit off. We might have given them a bit more time extension for moving over to the camera match. All right, so there's a windswept heath for Jared.
Yep.
Now Joey has a pretty good hand here.
Yeah, he has the turn 1 Carpco Flowers, which is huge.
Yeah.
If you're unfamiliar with it, during your first main, you get mana equal to the number of islands they have.
Yes. And I mean, Joey has the helm in hand.
Oh, wow, he does? I didn't even see that.
Yeah. With force backup.
Oh, Aura of Silence. That'll
Aura.
have to be Force of Will if Joey's planning on.
I think he's going to Force of Will this. Probably pitching Counterbalance. What do you think he'll pitch here?
Well, I think he'll pitch Jace.
All right. Yeah, I mean,
Jace is really, really good against Enchantress, but Joey is just not on that play in this game.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Joey probably wants to draw an island here. Instead, he draws an Enlightened Tutor. Yeah, so Joey's a little tight on mana this game.
Yeah, he
Although
is.
his hand is good. All right, so clock is updated. We give them about 3 or 4 extra minutes, so they'll have a little over 15 minutes to finish out this match.
Yep, and there's the Argothian. That's the most important card in the Enchantress deck.
It really
Utopia
is.
Sprawl, draw a card.
Argothian Enchantress, you see on the screen right there. 0/1 doesn't have hexproof. The old ability.
Right.
Can't be a target of spells or abilities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shroud.
Shroud, they called it. This was even before Shroud.
Yeah.
Before it had a keyword for it. All right, so what's Joey's plan here? Because this is not looking good unless he draws some more lands.
Well, he has that Enlightened Tutor in hand, so
he really
does.
He
get a mana source?
He really
does.
does.
He have any seed of the sign odds? Let's see.
He has the Enlightened Tutor, he has Counterbalance, he has Counterspell, and he has the Helm in his hand.
He could go get a Sensei's Divining Top, I guess, to try and dig for some lands, but that doesn't help him in the short run.
Exactly. Yeah.
In the long term. And with that Argothian Enchantress in play, he has to do something soon.
Yeah, that is pretty much a long-term plan. So we'll see what happens. All right, so he's going for an Enlightened Tutor. So he gets the Sensei's Divining Top. Now he can't cast the Helm of Obedience quite yet.
Yep, that's a 4 mana card, and it costs 1 to activate it to kill him. So it's really 5 mana before Joey can win.
And Joey probably wants to do it all in one turn, correct?
He would like to, yeah. Because Jared has access to. Let's see. He already used the Aura of Silence. I think he has another one in the sideboard. Yep.
Okay.
Also has a Nevermore.
Sure.
That can help. He has a Seal of Primordium, and he can go fetch these up with Sterling Grove too.
All right. So this is Sensei's Dividing Top, and he's going to main phase use the top, and he's going to find 2 lands sitting on top of his deck. That's really good for Joey. He sees Scalding Tarn, he sees Island, and I believe he sees a Jace Beleren, if I'm not delusional.
Jace Beleren?
Yeah, he has 1 Jace Beleren in his sideboard.
Wow. Well, it is a good card in this matchup.
So he's going to spin the top, and he's just going to put the island directly into play.
Yep, now the island is a curse and a blessing because now Jared gets another extra mana. He has access to 6 mana this turn.
Exactly.
Oh,
all right, oh wow.
And the clock is quickening for Jared Boettcher. Soon he's going to have that critical mass of enchantments.
This is looking really bad for Joey. Oh, and there's a choke.
Choke and Sarah's Sanctum. Wow, Joey is really in tough shape this game. Islands aren't going to untap.
And he's drawing cards from that choke as well.
Right.
So I think Joey's in just, I don't know what he can do.
Yeah, he has to play the top with his planes. I guess next upkeep he gets to top again.
Yeah.
He just has to hope that all Jared's win conditions are in the bottom third of his deck and all the Sterling Groves. So he's drawing pretty slim here.
Yeah, he's definitely drawing slim here. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jared takes down this match for sure. All right, so he's just, I mean, eventually Jared's going to go through his entire deck.
Yeah. And it doesn't take as long as you might think.
No, it really doesn't.
The Enchantresses tend to stack up quickly.
Yeah.
The only worry is that He just has to make sure he doesn't deck himself with all these enchantresses.
Now, Enchantress is usually a deck that doesn't all of a sudden kill you out of nowhere in one turn. It usually builds up, and all of a sudden, boom, you lose.
You can see it coming.
Yeah. And
wow, another Carpet of Flowers. The Seal of Primordium, I didn't even see him sneak that into play.
Yeah.
That'll break up the rest in peace.
I mean, Joey's never
has the hard lock.
Yeah, I mean, Joey's never going to get to 5 mana or 4 mana anyway.
No, Howling Light of Sanctity.
Yeah. That's always a nice one to stop coming.
Yeah, that one does it pretty well.
That also stops Chase the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah. So Jared Boettcher firmly in the driver's seat here. Joey just has to hope he can miracle something.
And just with about 12 minutes left, Jared has way more than enough time to go through his combo and
even
beat
if
Joey.
time was called right now, he'd be able to win in 3 turns, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
He has to either go find a Sigil of the Empty Throne, which whenever you play an enchantment, you get a 4/4 flyer, or a Words of War, draw 10 cards, pay 10 mana,
deal 20 damage.
Deal 20 damage, exactly.
Yeah. Words of War, 3 mana enchantment.
3 mana.
2 colorless and 1 red.
My fault.
Alright, so Jared draws some more cards. And I mean, it's just... I guess Jared just didn't find what he needed quite yet, but it's just, like you said, a matter of time. 2 or 3 turns max.
Right. Luminarch Ascension.
Yeah, that's always a nice one. Yep. If you drop it on turn 2 and it's just like blue-eye control deck.
Yeah, that would be superb, especially with all the mana that Jared can pump out.
Yeah, just another way to win. Is that a Stony Silence?
That's some enchantment. I can't quite see. He does have one in the board.
Yeah, I think it was a Stony. The glare is terrible, but if I know my Stony Silences, I think that might have been one.
So Jared has everything. He has the Seal for the Resting Peace. He has the Ley Line. He has the Stony Silence. He has the Choke. Just every hate enchantment out there, Jared has it in play.
All right, so it's confirmed it was a Stony Silence. There's a Savannah by Jared. Oh, wow. And it looks like a Solitary Confinement, and that's game Joey knows that he just has no shot. And I believe Jared moves on to 5-0.
Yeah, 5-0. He just needs to win a couple more to be able to double draw into the top 8.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, coming out to one of these SCG Opens, starting off 5-0, that's like a big motivation. It's just, hey, that's good. Yeah, you know, because there's a lot of good players here. Start 5-0. I mean, even if you end up kind of bombing out, you're still probably going to make the top 64 and take home a nice prize.
Jared is practically locked for the money now, but he has to win a few more if he wants to make that top 8.
Yeah, and ideally,